Now, as I'm recording this video, it's an assumption, like I said, I could be wrong, but apparently shots might have been fired during a pro-Trump caravan in LA. Now, like I said, the reason why I say may, or in this case, the reason why I'm saying I could be wrong, is because my gut tells me shots were fired. Not the first time. How many times have you seen on the internet about people attacking Trump supporters just because they're wearing a MAGA hat, or because they're wearing a Trump shirt? It happens all the time. I don't know if you're aware, but in Portland, a Trump supporter was shot and killed by these Black Lives Matter slash Antifa people. You expect me to believe that this is not an everyday occurrence? It is. It is. Every time I go out and I wear when I wear a Trump hat or a Trump shirt, all I get are threats. I think, oh, watch out, you better watch your back. Yeah, and I'm assuming they're leftists because that's what they do. That's their MO. That's what they do. Threaten people they do not agree with in terms of political opinions. So, like I said, while the information says may, because again the officers are still investigating, well, shots may have been fired. My gut tells me shots were actually fired. But like I said, that's just my opinion. But again, I refer to Portland. I refer to all the videos of social media of people attacking Trump supporters just for wearing a hat. This isn't the first time where Trump supporters are threatened. It isn't. So I'm not surprised. But like I said, I may be wrong, but there's a high probability that it was an actual shot fired. The story is the following. Breaking. Shots may have been fired at LA pro-Trump caravan, local media says. Late Sunday morning, officers from the LA Police Department were called to Woodland Hills as they responded to a report of shots fired at a pro-Trump car caravan. KNX radio reporter Emily Valdez tweeted that an apartment suspect was barricaded in an apartment. And I'll continue the story. A woman driving past the caravan on Ventura Boulevard said she heard what sounded like gunshots around 11:30 a.m. and they noticed her tire went flat after being damaged by a projectile, possibly a bullet, the LA Police Department said. KTLA reported, adding that someone also informed police that a suspect was in a nearby apartment building on Ventura Boulevard. The LAPD stated that the suspects were still barricaded at the location as of 3:30 p.m. and a SWAT team was summoned. Officer Will Cooper of the LA Police Department said officials received a report that a man was firing at a caravan as it traveled along Ventura Boulevard near Chalk Hill shortly before 11:30 a.m. The incident was initially described as someone brandishing a firearm and throwing bottles at the vehicles, but was later updated to include a report of shots fired, he said. George Rodriguez, deputy chief of the LAPD Valley Bureau, told the Times that the LAPD got a photo of a man with a rifle on the balcony in an apartment unit. The alleged shooter and two others barricaded themselves inside the property in the 20,500 block of Ventura Boulevard. Cooper said. The Times added. The Times quoted a woman whose apartment complex was next door to the building with barricaded apartment who said it's kind of surreal, acknowledging that she had never met a Trump supporter in California. She concluded, we wouldn't have ever imagined it to happen in California. Well, sweetie, you'll be surprised. There's Trump supporters probably that you don't even know of. There's the proud Trump supporters, like myself, who is not afraid to put a Trump bumper sticker on his car, or a MAGA hat for that matter. But then there are the individuals who support Donald Trump in secret, because they know that if they support Donald Trump in public, they could lose their job, they could be targeted by the leftist mob, they could lose friends. So, sweetie, California is probably riddled with many Trump supporters. It's just you're not used to it because they're afraid that you might react like the way you're reacting right now. So, don't be surprised, sweetie, when you find out there's a lot of people voting for Trump. Anyways, let's keep going. In July, the LA City Council voted to slash the budget for the LA Police Department, USA Today reported. City leaders voted Wednesday to slash the LA Police Department budget by $150 million, reducing the number of officers to a level not seen for more than a decade amid nationwide demands to shift money away from law enforcement agencies during America's reckoning over police brutality and racial injustice. $150 million cut to the LAPD falls short of demands from Black Lives Matter LA and its allies who have pushed for a people's budget that would effectively eliminate police spending and redirect the savings to housing, mental health services, and other needs, the LA Times noted. That concludes the article. Like I said, as I'm recording this video, I could be wrong. Maybe it was just a tire blew up. Maybe the tire just blew up. Maybe it was an old tire. I'm not going to jump to conclusions because I don't have all the information yet. Neither do the cops. Like I said, as I'm recording this, the information, we don't have all of it yet. But again, my gut tells me someone did fire. someone someone did someone did try to shoot these people, because it's not the first time. Portland, for example, a guy just got killed by Antifa or Black Lives Matter, whichever you want to call him nowadays, because he was a Trump supporter. Simple as that. And what does the media do? They don't talk about it, and the leftists, they cheer for that. What about on social media? Guy's drinking at a bar. I think he's at a restaurant. Some lady comes up behind him, takes off his hat. It was a MAGA hat. And turns out the lady, apparently she had an arrest warrant or something. Could be wrong, but apparently she was not a law-abiding citizen. To be more to be more around the spectrum. Like I said, I don't know if she had warrants, but the cops were looking for her already. Right? There's videos everywhere. Leftists attacking Trump supporters for the smallest things: wearing a MAGA hat, having a bumper sticker on your car, wearing a Trump shirt. Anything that these leftists have a reason to attack you for, they will do it. It's not the first time. Leftists have a habit of attacking people they do not agree with in terms of political opinions. So when I hear shots may have been fired at a pro-Trump caravan, my gut tells me probably shots were fired. Because it's not the first time where leftists or unhinged anti-Trump people threaten the lives of the Trump supporters. It's not the first time, and it certainly won't be the last. But what do you guys think? Do you think the tire just blew out? Maybe it was an old tire, right? Do you think it was just a loud pop noise and all of a sudden the tire just popped, right? Maybe it was just a coincidence that there was a loud popping sound and all of a sudden the tire blows out. Or do you think that shots were actually fired? Let me know what you guys see in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, share this video, and I will see you guys in a bit to another incident taking place in California.